Size. Oh,
Janice,
you're high.
I'm very high, aren't I?
I'm very low.
You're very low.
Okay.
Alright, okay. So, I see you've got yourself a cup of tea.
I have, thank you, yes.
How do you think I can help?
Right, I'd like to once and for all stop even thinking about what I do to my health and just do the right things that serve me well.
Well, the way you say that sounds like you've tried this in the past, and for once and for all, I'm really determined this time.
Yeah, whatever else happens, I just want to shut up the health committee in my head
Right.
that, rabbits on at me about do, don't, because I'm largely very good at looking after, and by health I mean diet and exercise, what I eat and how I look after my body.
So you have some internal voices that's disputing whether you whether you should or shouldn't exercise and diet and look after your health.
Well, I like to exercise and I feel good when I exercise.
Brilliant.
And I'm in the habit of getting a habit of exercise for about only 40% of an average week when I look at it.
40% is fine, isn't it? I mean, it's more than I do, for instance.
No, it's not. I want to, when I say 40% off, I don't mean in terms of time. I mean, only 40% of the time do I really follow what I've said I'll do and what I like doing, what I want to do.
So 60% of the time you don't follow what you really want to do and what you like doing.
I don't think I do. I mean, I don't know if those percentages are exactly right, but it feels a bit like that. It feels like I know what I want. I go and, have a bit of coaching on some stuff. I set out to do it. I feel really good when I do it. And then I very easily seem to let it go because it's evening time or I'm away travelling or something.
So sometimes what you want to do is distracted by other things.
Yeah.
And sometimes you find yourself not doing the things that you want to do, and you think, but you're not sure, that might be as much as 60% of the time.
I think I'm kidding myself thinking that I'm on a good track sometimes.
Well, let me just stop you there, because I'd like us to be focused, really.
Okay.
What is it precisely that you want? I mean, at the moment it seems a bit vague. Yeah. Tell me what you really want.
I want to... what I honestly want is to fit into all my size 14 trousers.
Okay.
And I want to feel good about myself. And whatever I almost want to not even think about what I'm eating, because I just eat things that give me energy instead of things that sap my energy or make me blubbery.
Okay, so you don't want to be thinking about what you're eating, just sort of it naturally happens that you eat all the things that give you energy rather than eat the things that take the energy away.
Yeah, and if I don't do those things, like if I have biscuits, because I'm a pig really with biscuits and chocolate, so I tend not to have them most of the time actually. Well, I think it's most of the time. But then when I do, it's like I can hear myself saying, oh, I shouldn't be doing this, and oh, you shouldn't be doing that, but I'm doing it anyway.
So that's the health committee. The health committee kicks in.
You shouldn't be doing that. Ooh.
So you find yourself doing things that aren't what you really want. And when you are doing things that you don't really want, you've got an internal voice telling you that you're doing this wrong.
Yeah, and sometimes I even say it out loud.
Everybody does, things that are wrong. I mean, what difference does it make?
Well, no, some people seem to have it cracked that they can do, and I've had periods of my life where I've had it cracked that I just do what I do because it all falls into place.
Oh, so you've been able to do this before. You've been able to eat healthily, take exercise, get into your size 12s.
14.
Sorry, 14.
I'll never be a 12. That's not in my radar.
Okay, so okay, are you clear about that?
Yeah.
And so you want to feel good about yourself.
Yeah.
And you've managed that before.
Yeah. Actually, the year that Lily was born, I was really fit, and it was a pleasure. It was a complete pleasure, and I've had bouts of that since. Just like at the moment, it comes to summer, I go and get those 14s. It doesn't really matter what size I'm in that sense. That's the right size for me. It's just like,
Sounds a bit like quite frustrating for you.
Yeah, I'm frustrated with myself.
Yeah.
And as I've said to you before, I'm even bored with saying this. I'm bored with myself.
Yeah.
This is boring.
What would you like instead of boredom then?
Relaxed and confident.
So you'd be relaxed and confident, eating only the things that are going to give you energy, refusing the things that aren't, and then the voices
and
would shut up.
enjoying whatever I want. Enjoying whatever I do choose.
Oh, okay. All right. So that just leaves me a little bit puzzled then, really, because you enjoy the biscuits. So
do you know what? I ate biscuits last night, and I can't tell you how quickly I ate them. Like, I think I did what my mum used to call posting them. I don't think I even hardly tasted them. I just wham them in my mouth with a cup of tea, and it's not that satisfying.
Really?
Very temporary, very, very, very quick.
But wait a minute. If you could shut up the voices that were saying, "Nah, you shouldn't do this," then you'd enjoy the biscuits, wouldn't you? So shutting up the voices is really what you need to do.
Yeah, and do you know what? I think I need bigger, fatter biscuits that last for a bit longer.
Yeah, quite. So,
those little fruit shortcakes, they're just gone.
Yeah, they're obviously not suitable for you. Obviously not suitable for you. So I mean, if you could get bigger biscuits, if you could get biscuits that lasted a bit longer, and if you could shut the voices up, job done.
And keep up the physical exercise side, which I have done a lot of. Actually, I've made one or two quite profound changes this year, which are not all that visible, but they are there, and I know that they're there.
Really?
Which is good.
What exactly?
They're just things that made a difference to my general health, sort of personal things, really.
And that helped you get into your 14?
No, but it probably will.
Oh, you will?
There's a lot of core strength stuff I needed to do, which I've done and am doing, and that's regular. I've got that absolutely cracked. I've been seeing a physio and I've got really good measurable feedback.
Well, that sounds you've been very proactive then.
Yeah, that is very proactive.
So you're quite happy with that. You've actually taken some steps and done some things that are on the road to this sort of this healthy person in a size. If I'm right in thinking this, it's not just the 14, it's the health and feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
Feeling good about
the
yourself.
14's practical. I've got about, pairs of trousers at a size 14. It's why would I want to be uncomfortable in them when I can be comfortable in them?
You could just sell them and get 16s, couldn't you?
No, I don't want to do that because then they don't hang well on my hips.
Okay. Well, that sounds like you're fairly determined to get this done. So I suppose what still puzzles me is there you are, really quite determined to make some good, healthy changes. Long lasting. And you're really bored and sick to death of the internal diet committee going, "Why are you eating these biscuits?
Why didn't you get up early this morning and do Pilates?"
Yeah. So, I don't know. It sounds to me like you're probably, you're only half-hearted about this, aren't you?
Well, that's the thing. I think I'm not half-hearted, but I sometimes act like I'm half-hearted.
So
But I am. It is important to me.
how important?
I think it's about that important.
Okay, that's important.
Yeah, I was just thinking if that was like a measuring stick to be important. Important 9 out of 10.
Okay, so on a scale, 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay. So where are you at the moment? If say your success rate at the moment is
Pretty shit, isn't it? Well, it's not actually, because you've reminded me that the physio stuff has been
the core stuff,
really good,
Mhm.
and that's been around a health issue. So I know I've done good stuff with that. So
So that's worth celebrating that success.
yeah, it is actually. Yeah.
But you're still in this not really sure about the biscuits thing.
It's not just the biscuits, you know, the old committee as well. It's like I'm lying in bed this morning and I'm thinking I'll do my half-hour Pilates. You know, I've got a nice space in the little hall now that we've moved the desk out.
Okay.
I'll do that before work, and now here I am at work, and have I done it? And again, I have dialogue about that. I'll do this tomorrow. You know, I'll swim. I'll get swimming on Wednesday because I'm at home. Nice aerobic exercise. Is that in my timetable today? So I have the conversation about that as well. You know, what I will do tomorrow.
I mean, I don't know, that doesn't seem very serious to me, really. You know, it's like, so yeah, do it tomorrow. I mean, what's the urgency?
I am, well, that's exactly it. It's like I am serious, and I'm not doing it.
So what do you need to do to make that leap? You know, what I don't know, I'm not sure. I'm not really sure that you really are that motivated. The biscuits and the not bothering to exercise seems to be quite a nice thing for you to contemplate.
It's short term, that's what I'm saying.
And long term.
It's all in the story about the biscuit. The pleasure's over like that, and then the sugar ups and downs, and the fat stomach are the long term effects.
So flat stomach, 14's feeling good about itself and being healthy. That's the long term. So the short term sort of sabotages you.
Yeah.
And yet that you've still got these voices that are telling you you're sabotaging yourself.
Yes, I suppose they're quite useful, but it's like I'd like to shut them up as well, or perhaps. Actually, I wonder if the voices could be useful.
Okay.
Because just as I said that, then I was thinking they're telling me I'm sabotaging myself.
But you're ignoring them.
Which is good, isn't it? Because if I listen to them, that's quite a good message to get.
If you listen.
I've never thought of that before. I've just seen them as pests.
Ah. So pests, boring pests is the way you've seen them.
Yeah.
And now.
Well, I suppose the fact I know that I want to do this, and that identifying that difference between the short and the long term.
You really want to do this?
Yes, I want to be doing it now.
You really do?
Yeah, like so today I already am. I've started the day well, you know, I haven't had biscuits, I've had things like, I mean, it sounds so bloody trivial, doesn't it? But it's like...
Well, it is trivial, isn't it?
Well, it's not
That's
trivial.
just my computer.
Okay.
Just ignore it.
It's not trivial. No, it's not trivial really, because it's not trivial for a number of reasons. When I think about it, I'm just thinking like health. I know that I've got a chronic blood disorder, which is not that serious. It's just there, but the effect it has on me is to diminish my energy sometimes. Okay. So I know that those short-term sugar fixes, for example, are not good for that. From the research I've looked at, they're just not good. So it's not trivial, actually.
Okay. So it's not trivial, this is serious.
For example.
You are determined, you do want to make the changes. You're not really sure now about whether those boring health committee voices are useful or not useful.
No, so
You don't want the sugar.
I forget how important it is.
You do, okay, and they're trying to remind you.
So when I say to myself, because obviously it's me, I don't really have anybody else in my head.
I don't know. You might have.
So it's like it needs to be a different message that I'm telling myself, doesn't it? Because you see, I forget about this what's called neutropenia stuff.
Yeah.
Until I remember about it.
It's a white blood cell deficiency.
So I don't think about that when I'm, unplanned and grabbing what I can, because I get really hungry, then I cram food in.
Right.
And really, I prefer savoury food mostly.
Okay.
And I really do love chocolate, and I'd like chocolate as a treat. To have some. And the committee needs to shut the fuck up for when I'm having chocolate, so that I can just. If I'm going to do it, I want to enjoy it fully.
Okay.
And then balance out, then understand for myself all the time that for me, with neutropenia and with just me, my lifestyle and what it is, that actually looking after the physical me is just really important.
Right. So if those voices were saying that,
yes,
and they also cheered you on when you were eating chocolate,
hey, yes,
then that would sort of reinstall this determination to get healthy and fit and feel good about yourself.
Yes, and when I, like today, because it's a busy week, away again, I was away from home most of last week and again all this week, it's like, what about the exercise? Because I think my mind and body are all connected.
Yeah. Okay. So could the health committee help you with the exercise?
Yes,
I'm just hearing you saying that there's a resource that before you thought was a nuisance.
The health committee could be really useful. The health trust. I should have my own health trust.
In your head?
In my head, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And that's just, I
quite like that.
I'm really interested in what you intend to do, what you're willing to do to get what you really want.
Yeah. Oh, there's your phone.
Well, I'm afraid that's the end of the appointment.
Well, I'll have a think about it.
So have a think about that, Janice, and we'll talk again.
Cool.
Hello. Now then, are you where you should?